I will request you to bring out your notepads, and I want you to go away with this take home. If you come to the shipping arena, in fact, transport arena generally, we speak in codes. And I'll give you some of our codes. If I'm approaching the building, and this officer behind me wants to alert his other colleagues that I am coming, he's not going to tell them that Mrs. Olotu is coming. He's not going to tell them that PM is coming. He's going to give them a code that will be understood only by those who are in uniform like him. I know what that code is. I'm sure you know. I'm talking to you. So please tell us.
For the port manager, we call them Papa Mike.
Papa Mike.
For the managing director, we call them Mike Delta. For the executive director, we call them Echo Delta.
Good. So I'll come back to what he has said. For the ordinary persons, does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. But they can decode. Because we have a transport alphabet that we use to daze people. So I'm going to start giving it to you. Now, use the table. I brought you to the conference room for a reason. I'm challenging you that one day I'm going to step into an office as an old woman to come and give a talk. And I'm going to look at the pictures behind me, and I hope to see some of you there. I'm giving you prophetic declarations. I don't know how the pastor's wife. I'm not careless with my words. This is me. You can be there. You can be there. Our managing director, you can be there. The Minister of Transportation, you can be there. And who? The presidents of the country. At one time, they were all in uniforms, like all of you. True or false? True. Were they wearing president, minister, whatever? No. But today, if we all hear Mr. President, we must stand up. You entered there. I entered through a special door. You can be there. That's why I brought you here for a purpose. And I want you to bring your thoughts, your mind to what we are doing here. So as per what I was saying earlier, all this Papa Mike, Mike Delta, Echo Delta, 1, 2, 3, I will tell you the alphabets. So that even when you are outside, we use it in my house. Being in the port authority, I told my husband I will not be working here. I will not attain this level, and my family will not know part of what I am doing. So I've taken them on boat rides by force, yes. And now they are used to it. Then I had to teach them what I'm about to give to you now. So that when you go, how do people say it? A for what? Fa. We don't do that here. So I'm going to start now. We have anybody here who knows it? Anybody from A to Z? Okay, good. So for us, it's A for Alpha. A-L-P-H-A. Alpha. B for Bravo. Bravo. B for Bravo. C for Charlie, like Charles, the Queen's son, Prince Charles, Prince of Wales. C for Charlie. D for Delta, like Delta State. D for Delta. E for Echo. Echo, sound echo. E-C-H-O. F, that is the one that is difficult for most people. Foxtrot. Fox. You know Fox. Then add T-R-O-I-T. Foxtrot. G for golf. G-U-L-F. G for golf. H for hotel. H for hotel. I for India. Where the pandemic is ravaging and we are praying that God should just help us a stop to the deaths there. I for India. What's the next one? J, Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. J for Juliet. K, kilo. Kilo. K-I-L-O. As in kilogram. Kilo. L. Can I continue? Yes. If I'm too fast, let me know. L for Lima. L-I-M-A. L-I-M-A. M for Mike. Mike. M-I-K-E. As in Michael. Then N for November. O for Oscar. Oscar Awards. Oscar. P, Papa. Next one, Q. I'll need to spell that for you. Quebec. Q-U-E-B-E-C. Q-U-E-B-E-C. B. Q-U-E-B-E-C. Quebec. Next one. R. Romeo. Sure, you know we have had Juliet before. Romeo. Yes. S. Sierra. People say Syria is not Syria. It's actually Sierra. S-I-E-R-R-A. S-I-E-R-R-A. Sierra. Next.
No, let's do this later, please. Let them listen.
So they are not distracted, they are writing, except they need it as a base. Next one. T for tango. It takes two to do what? Tango. T for tango. Next. U. Uniform. As most of you are putting on. U for uniform. It's not U for umbrella. Next. V. Victor. W. Right?
Yes.
Whiskey. Whiskey. The type of the one they sell and then we should preach. Okay, next. X. X-ray. X-ray. Yes, just X hyphen ray. X-ray. Yeah, next one. Y. Yankee. Yankee. Now I won't go Yankee. W. Sorry, Y-A-N-K-E-E. Y-A-N-K-E-E. Mrs. Ngini, come in please and find space. Just get a chair here for her. Yes, next one. Zulu. You know where they are? South Africa. Good. Zulu. So the way we test you when you come to our arena, you know we had this meeting and you were all introducing yourselves. If I didn't catch anybody's name, let me use her. Let me have your surname again. Odewande. If we want to test her in our circle, when she says Ms. Odewande, you know the next thing we tell her, you just say, please confirm. And the confirmation will be spelled. So if she starts with O-D-E-W, we just know she's not one of us. And we start speaking in a way that she might not know what we are talking about. What we would have expected her to say when we say confirm, Mrs. Odewande, confirm. Then I would expect to hear, start checking out. Oscar Delta, Echo November, Whiskey Alpha, November, December, Echo. Check. I'm not using my name because you know, maybe she has been practicing her own name. And that was how I started when I newly came in to MPA in 1988. I started with my own name. What is my name? Mrs. B.O. Olotu. So I started with the, I came in as Olaogun. So I started with the surname. Oscar Lima Alpha Oscar Golf Uniform November. So when I married, Oscar Lima Oscar Tango Uniform. When you get to tougher clients, and I'll tell you this, I brought some people here for a purpose. She is the head of CNSC. She is from Tariff and Billing, where they charge all the vessels coming. She is in charge of my ICT. They are what? Women. Heading departments. Maritime is a male-dominated industry. So when we go for meetings, most times, even till now, most times, I am the only woman in the midst of men. And they are like this, in this multitude. So when they start, oh, what's your name? Be your little or little Mrs. Oh, can you please confirm? Oh, no problem. The initials, Bravo. Get your dot. My first name, Oscar Lima Uniform, Foxtrot Uniform Mike, India Lima Alpha Yankee Oscar. Before I even go to the hotel, they will tell you, madam, don't bother. Because I have done what I have made my point. Go on with this. I will tell you the other place where you find it useful. If you ever have to travel by air, listen to the air hostesses. That's why it is not shipping alphabet, it is transport alphabet. So when the air hostess is talking to the pilot, or the pilot is talking to the hostess, and there are challenges, this is what they use to communicate. So if you listen very well, and you're just Alpha 1, confirm, check the name tag. That particular air hostess, the name must be with an A. So you just know. And when she is saying, oh, Alpha 1, approach the cockpit, just be watching, okay, this one is going to cockpit. Is everything okay? Is the weather going to change? If you know it, you can follow. But if you don't know it, even when they are talking over your head, you will not know. So go with this. For those of you who are here, start with your name. Before the end of this session, some of you, I won't tell the person I'm going to call you. Some of you will spell your name for me, and you better allow it to flow. Both the dream actualizers and the dream actualizes ahead. Master it and let those around you also master it. Now, when vessels are coming into port, you know there's a pandemic ongoing. The way we have these codes, alphabet codes, we also have color codes. So when we see a yellow flag, it has a meaning. Single yellow flag, double yellow flag, it has a meaning. For any vessel coming into port, they don't just come and they start operations, no. If you are feeling too cold, we can put on some of the ACs. I'm also slim, so it gets to me faster than those who are more proportionately endowed. So can we put up, please put up this for them. It's about being comfortable and also learn to speak. So you see that as I'm talking, I'm equal, I'm actually
Observe.
yes. So learn to observe so that the next time you are also here. And you see people, don't wait if they are shy. And don't be shy, learn to speak. It doesn't come easily. Oh. That's where the Oshodi is coming out. I learned that in Oshodi. I used to be very timid growing up. But going to school in Ikeja Grammar School, don't worry, I'll give you some gist later. So you need to, like I was saying, when a vessel is coming, they don't just come. Unfortunately, the bar beach is no longer there. But for the adults that are here, you know there is a bar beach. Why do we call it a bar beach? If you go to the bar beach in those days, you'll see a heap of stones, pretty long, like a bar. Because the ocean water is always volatile, it's very rough. So those stones are put in a long stretch to reduce the waves. So as the waves are coming, they are crashing into the stones. Then the water on the other side is what? Is calmer. And that is the one we use to bring in vessels. Or else if they are coming on the high sea, it can, as big as that vessel is, on top of water is like a box of match. So that's why it used to be called Bar Beach, because there are stones along to keep it safe. Now the vessel is said to be approaching the channel. Channel means the road. You came on a road, Abi? For us in the port, we call it channel. And a channel means a road that has been cleared. I'm using road in context now, please, not road outside there. A pathway that has been cleared for a vessel to move. I told you sometimes it's like 6-story building or even more than that. And what you see up, sometimes it's not even up to what is inside the water. Now, a ship can only move when there is no obstruction on the ground. When you hear them saying a ship has run aground, it means the ship has touched the sand base of the water. And that is a huge problem. You may have noticed, you may have heard, there was a ship that got stuck along the Suez Canal. And for weeks, they were trying to see how to get her out because she went aground. So meaning we have to keep excavating sand so that the water will be deep enough through. So sometimes you just see a dredger along the water. They're not doing anything. They're actually taking sand from the seabed, taking it out so that it is deep enough. When the ship is very big, it is assisted by what we call tugboats, not tug, agro. TUC, Tango Uniform Golf. So it is assisted by a tugboat, because if those ships should come into port with their weight, they can actually damage our quay walls. Quay walls mean the pillar you have between the port and the water. And the key there is not K-E-Y. It's actually Quebec Uniform Alpha Yankee. I've just given you your spelling. So I'm not doing your Q for Queen's College anymore. Quebec Uniform Alpha Yankee. That's what we call key wall. So what do? We put fenders. Fenders are like tires, big tires, on the key wall. So that when the vessel is coming, or ship, we alternate, ship or vessel, when she's coming, those tires prevent her from damaging the key wall. And like I've said, they are so heavy, we need a tug to push them. So the moment a vessel is coming into port, she switches off her engine. Because if she does not switch off her engine, the waves that she's creating can affect the passenger ferries passing, can affect the fishing boats around, even that wave can affect the port itself. So the engine of the ship must be off. Tugboats are powerful boats that are smaller than the vessel, but their weight is what is now gradually pushing the vessel until she comes alongside. The captain of a vessel is a captain or a pilot. The people, when the vessel now comes alongside, they throw what we call mooring ropes, but those ropes can be deadly and dangerous. So they throw mooring ropes. The people that catch the rope and tie it to the quay side are called mooring men. It is a profession. The tugboat driver, it is a profession. The pilot of the ship is like the pilot of an aircraft. It is a profession. The chief engineer on board of the ship is a professional in his own right. So there are different aspects of the services. So when the ship comes alongside, I'll go back to what I was saying earlier, the agencies in port. By the time they bring up the slides, I would have spoken about most of this, the content of the slide, but I want to break it down in a way that you will understand. So when the ship eventually gets to the port, they don't just open like the aircraft and everybody starts coming down. No. They must be there. But she would have given a signal. Depending on the color of the flag she hoists, we will know whether there is somebody sitting on top, on board the vessel, meaning approach us with caution. There is a place of somebody we are suspecting to be sick. There is a place of somebody confirmed to be sick. And there is a place of somebody who has a communicable disease. When we see the colors, we know. So that the person that is now boarding the vessel will be what? Properly kitted. And the first person to now board a vessel is the Port Health Services. They will look at Port Health Services. It's an agency of government. They will check the details of the vessel. Where is she coming from? This one is coming from India. No, you don't want any of your crew member to come down because India has what? A high rate of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then they'll also look at all the food. They have kitchen. There's kitchen on board. This type of my conference room is on board a vessel. So they will check all those things. And when they are satisfied, they declare the vessel fit and they come down. When they come down, the second person to board is the Nigerian Immigration Services. Nigerian Immigration Services. To ensure that everybody on board the vessel can provide their identity card, their nationality, what are they doing on board the vessel. We hope there is nobody that wants to sneak into Nigeria via the waterway. So after the Nigerian immigrations, we now have the Nigerian Customs Services. Nigerian Customs. So they start getting, okay, what are you bringing into the country, what quantity, hope they are not hazardous cargo. Then there are some other agencies that also play a role. And it is after all that has been concluded, you now hear the vessel can break bulk, meaning the vessel can commence operations. There are some of these operations that are affected by weather. If a vessel brings in cement, for instance, bulk, and it starts raining, what do you think will happen? The cement will cake, and it will be a waste. And the weight of it can even sink the vessel at back. So the moment we have rainfall and bad weather, they close their hatches. The compartments on board the vessel are called hatches, so you can open it. But if the cargo, for instance, is a container. Let it rain cat and dog. Operations can still go on. We just ensure that on the quay side, the floor is not slippery. And whoever is approaching them must be properly kitted with safety boots, safety helmets, and everything that is required. So some are affected by weather, others are not affected by weather.